and supporting the story. You were telling the story with your bodies, with your facial expression, and filling all of that time. So we knew we were in a classroom. And then we knew that we were back at home. We knew we were in all these different locations because of the way that the ensemble was supporting the storytelling. And that started from beat one. Judy B. Jones, you filled that whole intro, and we learned 5 things about your character before you opened your mouth. That was wonderful. Being able to fill that space with telling the story physically through face and body. Huge, huge. As you are doing that, a couple folks are starting to then go from supporting the story to taking the focus in those ensemble moments. So when we have the feature of the dog, super, super funny, and we're supposed to be looking there, but then when we're a student, how are we pulling back and supporting the story and pulling back with our facial expressions just a tad so that we're still active and engaged, but we're not taking the audience's eye over to us when there's something else happening with the audience, because you're like the spotlight. You're showing us where we're supposed to be looking at all times. Super fun visual interest in the choreography, the rotating students in the classroom scene, really smart use of space. Surprises with the acrobatics, well done, y'all. Just head over heels, well done. Our glasses monster was a huge, fun ensemble moment. And where's Sydney? I knew it. All right, Sydney, tell us a little bit about what you did as choreographer, student choreographer for this.
Well, I kind of helped throughout with my choreographer, and I did the little kids in front for the first number, and then show and tell I did the back in the classroom, and for writing down the story I did the second half of the song. Throughout this piece, so that you had a leadership role as choreographer, but then throughout this piece, you were in the ensemble throughout, and you supported the storytelling and actively engaged the entire time, and there were several others of you that did that throughout, that were really giving us the support of the storytelling. That's my main message here, folks. The backup dancers were like, we could see what the vision was for the backup dancing in the opening based on the way that you were executing it. Your next level is to get the rest of the ensemble to be doing it with that fervor. Because I saw that like 1960s backup dancer vibe happening, and it was really present. It wasn't fully transmitted by everybody, and it could be. So there's an opportunity there. But overall, sweet, honest, truthful, amazing work.
Great job, student choreographer. You're only 15 years old.
I'm 16.
You're 16 years, now you're 16. Good job. I encourage you to keep going with that. I love this piece. I love Judy B. Jones. I loved reading the books to my kid when he was, now he's in college, but when he was young, I loved reading the books to my kids. I love that they made a musical out of it. I love that they're making another musical out of it. Judy B. Jones' Survival Guide. I call it To Love and Marriage, but that's not the title. Clearly not. Survival Guide to something, I don't even know what it is. But, so they are making a new one. And I think that it just translates so well from the youngest one to the oldest one. And even, who's the oldest one in here? Are you the oldest one? Did y'all have fun? Did my oldest ones have fun doing it? Yeah, what did you like about it?
I got to be a kid.
You got to be a kid. Yeah, you're like, I remember what it was like to be in first grade, and you could actually be that person. I love that. And it's just wonderful to watch on stage. Junie, good energy from the moment you entered. I need to hear more diction from you. I lost a lot of your words. How old are you? You're 11. I need more diction. That goes for everybody, but we'll discuss that later. But such great energy, and you were a first grader from the minute you walked in. You were like, yeah, I'm Judy B. Jones. It was very, very nice. Don't drop the opening number. Y'all got to the very, very end of it, and you're rocking out, and you're singing and dancing, and all of a sudden I felt the vocals drop out a little bit more. And you're just losing energy, that's all. That opening number is a beast to get through. I know, I just did the show, and it is so hard. And same thing with my cuts on my cast all the time. You have to find time to breathe during the opening number so that you can finish. Because the ending is not an easy ending. Yeah, top secret personal. that all has to go on. But I did love the ponytail swing. That was funny. I wish I would have done that with my kids. But I didn't. It's too late. Let's see. What else? Oh, Herb. You're so sweet to watch on stage. I liked you. I liked watching you on stage. You're mouthing Junie's words. So when Junie talks, you have no idea you're doing this unless somebody videos you and you watch it. But when Junie talks, yeah, you just naturally do it. And it's just because you're going over lines in your head. So take note. Remember, keep your mouth closed. Yeah? Or react to her. Yeah, when you know the lines so well that it just comes out naturally, hopefully you won't do it, but a lot of kids do it. So that's very, very natural. Just be aware of it. Camila, you play the Halato, yeah. You were a fantastic, not only as that character, but then I watched you in the ensemble in the last number, and you were so fun to watch. I loved it. Great job, you guys. You had such fun moments in your show. I love this show.
Okay, so I think I'm the only person at JTF who's never worked on Junie B, and I've never seen it until just this moment. So I was really, really, really excited, and I was not disappointed. You guys were great. It was wonderful, and I really feel like that you guys are the example of the day of how an ensemble really, really lends itself to a show and how important it is, because if you ever do it again, you don't need a costume, you don't need a prop, you don't need a set, your ensemble, you all do all of that. You do all of it, and it was so well done. You go from like super young and cute to like creepy and scary to sassy to like, I was like, oh my gosh, they're schizophrenic. I mean, it was like, like a million different people, and it was wonderful. So you are the example for the day of what a strong ensemble can do for your show, and you were in it from top to bottom, and that is exactly what it needs to be all the time, ensemble people. All the time. You are so important. Don't get caught up in, I'm just in the ensemble. I hate when people say that. Ensemble sets your show, sets the tone like nobody else. So great job on that. Okay, because so since I don't know the show, the second number, what was it? Okay, I did not understand a lot of what you were saying, because I don't know the show. So I would like to work that section. I think what it sounded like to me was it sits in a very comfortable place for this group vocally, right? It sits like where we can all belt that comfortably. It didn't seem like it was too high, so you can kind of shout out what those things are, and you're falling back into like the regular way, like you as Susie may talk, but we know when we're on stage we can't talk like Susie normally, you know what I mean? We just fell back into our normal speaking pattern, and you've got to really, really, really overdo and articulate, especially when you're your most comfortable vocally. That's when you have to over-articulate even more. Does that make sense? So there was a section where like people were sitting on blocks, and they're
Where do we go? Back ball boat.
Yeah.
I should say back ball boat.
Yeah, see, that was your regular speaking pattern, Shay.
I know.
So we know where that is. We know, can somebody count that in and pick up in that place?
Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Back ball boat. Starfish clock. Which one shall I choose? Good, let's try this again. Ready?
Yeah.
5, 6, here we go. Back ball boat. Starfish clock. Which one shall I choose? That's who says it. We start with Catman coat, not. Oh, Catman coat.
5, 6, ready, and Catman
you to act